Okay, what's up? What's up? JTVJP at the house. Okay, thanks you for watching. If you like my channel, if you're new, please hit that subscribe button, notification button, so when I go live, you will be notified. If you want to hit me up with some donations, I gotta put the name. Hit me up on hey, what's up? One person in the house. Hit me up on PayPal me, GS350 JPN, and or you can send me some bitcoins. That'd be good too. I'm gonna put all this stuff in the description, and I need to make what you got. Hey, if someone can make an introduction for me, that would be cool too. I can pay you. We gotta talk about it and see what's going on. Actually, I could just do it myself. Make some really serious stuff too. But anyway, I just thought I'd throw it out there. See some people who are good with advertisement and stuff. Okay, tell us how to live comfortable in Japan financially so we can stay there and focus on getting those cuts. Cute Japanese women. Okay, so basically, if you want to financially, you just got to get a job. There are a lot of places where you can live at that are cheap. They had these different communities where they had these old style homes, 2 stories. They're like stacked next to. Oh, you gotta get married. If you don't have a degree, you gotta get married if you want to stay here. You can come visit and stuff. I met this white dude, and I met this white dude, and he had just met him, and he's been out here for, yeah, you gotta get married, but he's been out here for like almost 9 months, I think. He got a he came on a tourist visa for 30 days, and then he went and signed up for another 30 days, 60 days, 3 months, so that'll be 90 days. And then he went up to sign up for another 90 days, and they gave him 6 months. So, he'll be out here for like 9 months. And then we were talking, don't get upset, but we were talking, thanks for the thumbs up. We were talking about women and stuff, and he was telling me how he was meeting these women. He's blonde hair, tall, blue-eyed guy, kind of fat, chubby. But we don't look all that handsome or anything. He had photography, but he's said he been smashing. So I gave him a little tips and stuff on how to get money for smashing, because he said he broke and stuff because he can't work out here and stuff. But I'm gonna check up on him, see if he did what I said. If he can make some money, he'll give me some. If he don't give me some, then I ain't gonna give him more information. Just like I told one of my friends how to get $10,000 from a lady, really easy, nothing filed or anything. He did it. She gave him the $10,000. He promised to give me 1,000. He didn't, so I didn't give him any more information. So I need to start charging up front. 2 people in the house. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So to continue, basically what I was saying. Oh, so you want to the women. So if you don't get married, sorry, but you can't make a living. But you can come here, and you can come in and out as an American. I don't know how many times, but I do know one guy, he wrote a book, and he came in and out a whole bunch of times. I mean, for years, just in and out, and stuff like that. So it just depends on who you are and stuff, and who you talk to, basically. And if you have like an online business where you're making your money online, then you can come out here to talk to the girls. Is really easy. It's really easy to do. Just walk up and say hi and tell them what's on your mind, what you want to do and stuff like that. It really is easy. It's nothing's hard. Just gotta open your mouth. Like one of my friends, I used to tell him, he didn't know what to do. So I said, just walk up and just utter, and I said, and they'll laugh. If they start laughing, then you say, hey, oh wow, let's go eat or whatever, wherever you want to go. Just get to the point. A lot of Japanese women out here, like I've said a billion trillion times, they usually have like one day off and they don't have a lot of free time. So if you see them walking on the street, if they're by themselves, go over and talk to them, and more than likely it'll be their day off. And if you say the right words, then she'll be able to spend the rest of the day with you. And that's pretty much it. Easy. How much more simple is that? Now, if you want some more detailed information, then send me some on PayPal me. Dot whatever, you guys know what it is. I ain't gotta go through it. And just do for Japan, and then send me some cash, and then I'll give you some more information. And you might think it's crazy, but trust me, it is like too easy. But The downfall is these women out here got mad game, and most of the brothers out here have zero game, or I should say sad game. And a lot of guys get played. I mean, a lot of guys get played. I got stories upon stories of guys just getting played by these women, and it is really, really, really. The audio quality makes it sound like Ten Commandments. Uh Ah, LOL. I'm reading. I'm watching. I'm online too at the same time. Okay, this is what I put on my line channel. Here, listen to this real quick. Okay, listen to this. Only I have the ingredient that can defeat the 5G onslaught. Only I. Only I. Only I. That's something I made. Okay, here you go. So it is easy even with the young Japanese females. Are the younger Japanese females easy? Also, not sure if middle-aged women there are the same as the young ones. Hey man, you still in open marriage with your wife? That was with my first wife, Japanese wife. We divorced like the year 2000 or 2002, I believe. Year 2000. She she told me, hello, Robert. And I'm gonna get you yours too, real quick, Carl. His answers are easier to answer. His question easier to answer. One day, I went back to LA to stay. I was tired of her. Just went back to LA and started my own business in LA, registered and everything, selling jewelry and stuff. And took a trip to Thailand. Stopped over in Osaka so I could just stay for a day or two and go hang out with some friends and stuff. And I just happened to call her, and she had broke her foot, and asked me to stay. So I canceled I just didn't get on a plane and left my business in LA. Didn't even show up or nothing. Just abandoned it, I guess. And I got another degree. Another visa for 3 years. I should have put a permanent residence visa. And then I helped her for about a month. And but I ended up getting a 3-year visa. And then she said she wanted a divorce. I was like, whatever. I didn't care. And she said she fell in love with some guy from Cernica. And I was like, okay, whatever, I don't care. And so we divorced. And then she asked me how much money did I want. I'm sure she should have had at least $1 million. If she didn't, man, she's an idiot giving it to all them dudes out there. She's screwing. But I just told her to keep all the money. And I bounced. I took a little bit of jewelry and stuff. Let's see, do I have anything on me? This is real cool. Let's see. This is something I bought. I had this for years, though. Maybe over 20 years. I don't know. I wouldn't say 20 years. But that's silver, what I just showed you. Okay, so we divorced, so that was it. Let me see. Robert. Okay, Robert, what's his name? Robert. Oh, wow. Wait a minute. Carl, if you're still here. Yeah, so that's it. But in Japan, Robert, most wives, my wife told me a couple of months ago, beginning of this year, that Japanese women do not make their husbands their lovers. And I was laughing when she said that. I'm like, oh, so do you have any lovers? But doing out here or not? So wait, hold on, real quick. I'm gonna do something. Hopefully, it won't go. It won't. I'll be able to get back in time. No. The answer. Can you hear? Can you hear? 3 people in the house. Hello. Give some thumbs up. So she told me that. What area in Japan gives you the highest chance of finding Christian Japanese women? I don't know, man. I guess in the big cities where there are, the best thing I could say is go find a Christian church and live close to it and go to church every Sunday. And then you'll find one, but a good Christian one, I don't know, because out here, their values, like as far as sex, is open. Women do what they want. The husband's just there to have kids and that's it. And they go out and screw whoever they want, you know, and that's how it is out here. It's just a business. So if you want to get you a good Christian Japanese woman, you better find one in the United States of America or in another Western. Hello. That's about that's about it. So you asked me that other question. I'm trying to let me see if I can answer it. It was pretty cool. Oh, so anyway, all these women out here got game. Um, from kids on up, I would say high school and up because they start, dating and they, basically they learn the game from their moms. So even by the time, when they start being able to, yeah, I mean, even my daughter, she was like in elementary school talking about she got a crush on some boy. So the game out here starts early and the parents teach them. And my daughter, she told me one day, Daddy, you're weak when it comes to women because my wife always yelling and all this stuff. And I'm like, whatever, whatever. My daughter thinks I'm weak to my wife. I keep telling her I'm not weak to your wife. It's just she's your mom, and she needs to display a certain amount of power in the house to keep them under control, you know. And and plus a lot of things she say to me is not like it's not like no demands or anything, I'll just do what I want, and whatever, because I'm a type of man like this. Who is it better for children to respect, the mother or the fathers? And I would rather have my children respect their mother more than respecting me, because it's just something about the mother that you come out of her womb and stuff. And so, and plus, respect is earned, So just because you're a father doesn't mean your children needs to respect you. You got to earn that respect. And just because you raise them is not a condition of earned respect. That's a responsibility. And there's a difference between responsibility and respect. And I had to tell my son that too. You know, he told me I had to do something for him because he's my son. I said, no, it has nothing to do with you being my son. It's a responsibility. And whether you love me or not, that's on you. But I have a responsibility based on the legal laws of the United States of America that there are things that I have to do, and I'll do those things. And then once my responsibility is done, then if you want to talk to me or not, man, that's your problem. That's your choice. It doesn't matter because I'm good. I love myself. I love some Ralph Dunkins Jr., and I understand that respect from other people is earned, but it's so simple to earn, and you don't really have to do that. What? I make videos and say, hey, do you love black man videos? And women say, yeah. And then I get all these people coming to Japan or not coming to Japan, but yeah, getting degrees and I tell them this and that. And then, people respect me. Why? Because I told them something their parents told them, go to school, get an education, you know. Why should you respect me for my channels? I didn't tell you none of y'all anything you don't know. You know what I'm saying? That's probably one reason why I really don't ask for any money. You're giving me money for what? If I could tell you to go to school and you go to school and get a degree or whatever, then, you know, hey, you make $1 million and I come to you and say, hey, give me $100,000 because I know for a fact that you graduated from school, graduated from university, and all this because of me. I know because I was there for the beginning when you was crying because you couldn't do anything, and I was there when you got your degree, and you even came out here and told me that. Now you got $1 million, give me 10%. Brothers ain't gonna do that, man. Come on, man. They were like, well, so that's why I don't care about respect. If you respect me, fine. If you don't, fine, whatever. Because it's not about you respecting me. It's not about me respecting you. It's about us doing what we're supposed to do because that's what we're supposed to do. Going to school and education. What is that? It's a law. in the United States that you must go to college. I mean, from kindergarten to high school. That's a law. They're forcing you. Got to do this. And people, whatever. Too bad it's not a law. They need to make a law where it says you got to get at least a minimum of a 90% on all of your tests. Otherwise, you got to start over. No, you got to continue. You get to pass, but you still got to go back and take that test every year. Take that test until you pass it. You get 50 something years old like me, and then you finally pass the test. And then you realize the reason that you passed it after all those years is because you finally took the time to look in the dictionary and see what the word means. But hit me up for that thing. But yeah, it's interesting. So yeah, getting Japanese girls really isn't that hard. I mean, it's probably, excuse me, yeah, it's probably, I want to say it's easier to get a Japanese girl as a girlfriend. I wouldn't necessarily say a girlfriend, but to go on a date than it would be in the States, because out here, all you gotta do is walk up to somebody and say, "Hey, let's go on a date," and they'll say yes or no, you know, and that's it. And that's like, I met this sister. She's from Jamaica. About she's first generation Jamaican, and I just saw her. We said, "Hey, blah blah blah. Let's trade your numbers," and we traded a line, took her out. We went out to lunch and had a really good conversation, about and black women and stuff. And I need to talk about that. Gosh, maybe I should talk about it now. But it was an awesome, awesome conversation. And, I paid for her. We went out to eat. I paid for that. And then she said something about not having some money or something. And I hope of course, she's not going to watch this video, so it doesn't matter. And I almost started to say, "Dang, you broke." You know what I'm saying? But I didn't say nothing. And then, my spirit said, just give her some money. So I slid her $50. She says, "Yeah, I don't need your money." You know how sisters are. "I don't need your money." That was, "You better take this money." I didn't slap her, but I just slapped that negative sound wave after it came out of her mouth. It was still floating into my ears, and I smacked it out the way. Boom. But of course, when you smack the air, only a certain amount of it. So I couldn't get the last part. I heard the beginning and the last, and it still got my ears. And I was like, I should have did this instead. I didn't touch her, but I tried to smack those vibrations and sine waves and all that stuff out, so it wouldn't get in my ears. But I was too slow. And I said, "Here." And she said, "Okay, I'll take it." She took it. I thought that was funny. But of course, after that, I didn't call her. I'm not gonna. If she want to hang out, she can. She'll call me, because I don't want to just gave her $50, man, damn, and then thinking, "Oh, well, just because I gave you $50, now you got to be my girlfriend to do this and do that." I'm not like that. Plus, I ain't been with a sister in so long, I wouldn't even know what to do. But we had a good conversation. You guys want to hear this conversation? Who's in the house? Two people in the house. So me and his sister had a conversation about innocent. What do you mean by innocent, Carl? Okay. So me and her had a conversation, and it's funny because first day I met her, the first thing she started doing was talking about black men and black women's relationships and stuff like that. And it was really cool. Let me just go on to break it down. Basically, I'm just going to get to the point. The point was, as I said, you have to understand, because she was like saying how people, well, she didn't say that, but this is the general thing. Hey, three people in the house, get some thumbs up. Basically, she was saying that uh, black women read my question above the word innocent. I did above the word innocent, Carl. I did. Where areas to give you? I just answered that. I said, you go find a Christian church. Oh, what's the chances of you finding a Christian Japanese woman? I don't know. But what I suggest to you is before you come out here, you locate all the Christian churches that are in Japan, and you go get an apartment or Airbnb or whatever near that church. And then every Sunday you go to church and try to find you a Japanese woman in there. Okay. Then you ask another one about the young ones, the young women and the older women, and that I was still in the middle of that. Um, these women learn the game from their mothers. The women, thank you for the thumbs up. The way the mothers treat their father is cold blooded, man. Shoot, these guys need to be divorcing their wives the way they treat them. They get like one or two kids, sex stops, she's out in the streets doing what she wants. Now, some husbands, luckily, their wives might have three or four or five kids, but in between that time, how much sex they have, I don't know. But then these married women also got a competition with the other women who can't get a husband, and they find and they look better than the wives, and so the husband's out there doing that. No, I asked you a question after that did not appear. It's the question about kissing. Well, I didn't read that one. Okay. And so I guess I'll wait to that question. Hello, four people in the house. So basically, me and the sister, we were talking, and she was telling me how um, the black men and black women disparities as far as finding um, this, this disparity between black men and black women. So I said, well, you have to understand, and I'm just breaking it down because the whole conversation was funny, but as I start talking about things, I get to wandering in and out and stuff. So basically, she was saying how black women they're objectified, look like it's a sex object, and the black men aren't, or something like that. But I said the black men are. When it comes to power, physical strength, sexualness and everything, the black man is at the top of the chain. The whole world knows that. If a black man go into another country or into a bar and the other men who are not black, and I'm not saying like black, I mean like black, DNA black and all that stuff, you know, then as soon as a brother walk in, the jealousy is going to come out. Okay. And depending on what country they are, they can, if you in a foreign country you hit somebody who's a native, then the police would come and all that because you're outnumbered and all that stuff. But the brother is at the top. There is no one on this earth who can make love to a woman like way a black man can, because a lot of them lack what we have. Not saying that we are the best or not the best, but that's what the white man tell everybody. And when these other people look at us and see how we have that perfect body, the muscles, the black skin, all that. Even you got brothers who are dark like us from different countries, but because of the infusion of the white blood in there or whatever, they lack um, the bud or this and that. And then you got brothers, I mean, you got men in other countries who are strong, but I'm almost sure if you get a brother there who's the same size big, and because of the uh melanin, the what melanin does to the body and all that, and if he just a little lighter, just something different. Because I mean, that's got guys that's big, but they got no rear ends, or they got muscles, but that like my chest when I break it actually comes out. My muscles are not flat, and it's like this your stomach, and it's like this is the flatness, and it's in that flat, and my muscles actually come out. Because you always saying, why do my muscles come out when I was in Hawaii? But I never realized that is a benefit, right? And then, of course, the size of the man's phallus and stuff like that. So the black man is at the top of the chain. So when a woman come in, if she look at her woman, a white man woman look at a white man and look at a black man, well, which one she's going to check? Well, of course, she might love her white man and he might whatever, but it's just that fantasy that these white men went around the world telling everybody, or the black man went. Of course, the black man preceded the white man, about going around the world anyway. So whatever it is that. Then when it comes to the black woman, there is no woman on this earth who can make love the way a black woman can. And all these guys want them a black woman, that body, those lips, those thick lips, and whatever. And so I said, the black man and the black woman are at the top, but because the black man is a man, you're going to always be below us.
always going to be below us because of strength, because we have the seeds, because it is. So you're always going to be number two if you compare yourself to us. But you're at the number one. But the whole problem is that you want to make love to the white man, the Chinese man, the Japanese man, blah 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 blah. But and you want to have the same satisfaction that we have if we have sex with Japanese man, woman, Japanese man, sorry, Japanese woman, Chinese woman, whomever. You want to have that same pleasure, but you have to understand that the chances of you enjoying sex or the sex that they put on you that's going to be better than a black man is going to the chances of it is going to be rare, if ever. For the mere fact, if you get a black man with black skin, we are always warm. So just that touch of us and touch you, we can feel that energy going back and forth. That when we're on top of you, that pressure, you're on top of us, that pressure, that warmth, that coolness. If you were a white girl, and because her skin is always rejecting, reflecting the heat, then you touch her skin, it's going to be hot. But she touched ours, it's going to be cool. You know, just our whole makeup, everything is this whole thing about the black man and black woman is just comfortable, relaxing, soothing. Just like I made these videos called the hypnotism of blackness or black or something. When a person look at a white person because it's this white is it reflects. So you're easily able to look away from it. But this black, I'm of course, got that shiny, but let me see if I can find something that's black and not shiny. Okay. Uh maybe this key or whatever. Oh, my skin. Well, my skin is kind of brown, but when I'm in the States it's black. But let's say this here. This is black. When you look at it, there's nothing reflecting you away. There's no rejection. It's that you look into it and you're looking for something to make you stop looking at it. So you're looking for something. So you're trying to detect something in it. So what it does is it keeps your attention and you keep looking and looking and looking and looking and looking and looking. And for you to be distracted by it, somebody actually have to come over and shake you. You're like, oh, okay. And so I told her that when a black man and a black woman, you're trying to compete. But the bad thing about the black woman is that she will never, ever, and I don't care what they say, they can say whatever, but biologically make up she will never, ever find another man who is not a black man that's going to be able to please her the way the black man can. Okay. And that's what I might be wrong, whatever, but I don't see it based on the conversations that I hear from other men from other nationalities. And then I said, and then she was talking about how Japanese women have sex. And I said, and another thing too is, you got a white man who has a white woman and they have their perfect connection when it comes to sex and the Japanese woman and all this stuff. I said, but I'm going to tell you something. I don't care what you think. There is no way that you're going to be able to put your sexuality, your love tricks, or whatever you do on a Japanese man the way a Japanese woman can. You will not, I guarantee you're not going to be able to please a Japanese man better than a Japanese woman. Period blank. I don't care because them Japanese women, they get down. They do whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, the experience, I'm like, wow, you know? So Japanese dude, like, come on, we in a car right now. Get on top of me, let's make love. While you driving, they'll boom. Tell the sister that, nope, I don't think they're gonna do it. Based on mine. They might, or let's do some fellatio or whatever it's called while you driving. I've had that happen. I'm driving and stuff, and you know, when I had my own car up in Nagoya, we driving on the freeway, and girl just whip off all the clothes, butt naked on the freeway. You know what I'm saying? And she up doing what she doing, her butt and everything out the window. And I mean, somebody drive by in a van or something, look, all they see is just like ass and whatever. Let's have sex right now. Bam. Okay, let's go. Let's do this. Let's do this. When you having sex, I mean, you know, some have butts and stuff, but I mean, just the way that their color, and then the vagina is dark, and then that light, got that contrast too, and I mean, it's just really a trip. And then another thing, a lot of sisters and the brothers don't know is they read about sex and they talk about it, and um, and I mean, it's just crazy. So when I was telling the sister, I was like, the whole thing is you come to Japan, you might want a Japanese man, but you're not going to be able to compete sexually with a Japanese woman, because a Japanese woman and a Japanese man had this culture that you don't understand. And when these Japanese women have sex, they enjoy it, and they do it not just to receive, but to give, so that other person can say, God damn it, you're the best. You know what I'm saying? There's no arguments, no fighting. I mean, I've experienced, I know a lot of brothers out here experienced it, white dudes experience it, and everything. And I'm guarantee you, you are not going to be able to outdo the Japanese woman when it comes to sex, especially here in Japan, period, blank, boom. You're not going to do it, okay? Because simple the fact is, I didn't come to Japan to date a black man. All right, but Japanese women do, and they date their own man. They date whoever they want. And like there's this one conversation I had. Lord have mercy. Wait till you come out here, and then they're gonna whip it on you, and then you're gonna see why these guys are suckers. Get played, and then but then when they get played, or maybe you're gonna get played too, because more likely you will. Sorry to say that, but I guarantee you, there's a 90% chance you'll come out here and get played, and you'll cry about it. 90% chance. Very few have it. I'm one of those ones who don't. And I'm like, whatever, go ahead. I don't care. I ain't your mama. You know what I'm saying? Remember, you're not the only Japanese woman in Japan, so it's all cool with me. But and that's what I told her. And she probably didn't like it, but I'm saying, you know, the whole thing is, I think a black woman wants to be respected. And so I told her about this one video I made, um, how to get a girl or something. I said, so if your brother, you got your stuff together, you see a sister, she got that body and everything. And then she was said something, and I said something, I'm thinking to the fact, I might be wrong, but I think it was to the fact, well, the black woman's body is not an object. And I think she was saying something, or say something in that context. And I said, hey, what does a black man know about a black woman, about her, if he sees her and can't talk to her? The only thing he knows about is the body. That's going to be the first thing that's going to attract him to her, unless she's talking and he doesn't see her and he liked the words. So the words might become interesting. He goes see her, and then he might look at the body and say, "Oh, I don't." I mean, even though there's a lot of knowledge and wisdom coming from that person, I might not be comfortable with that person based on the way she looks. Now that's possible, but when you see a black woman, the first thing you're going to do is see that body, and you're going to decide whether or not you like those curves. If you like those rates of change. You know, and then I said, you go over there and you say, "Hey, my name is such and such. I own this property. I got this business. I make this much money. I want to find. I see what you look like. I like what you look like. Okay. I want to have these many kids. Um, if you have a college degree, I will help you with your business and already start your own business. Um, if you don't have a degree, I will pay for your education. I'll do this, I'll do that. We'll set up, go to a lawyer, get a prenuptial agreement. We'll set up some trust funds for the kids. If we do get married, we have these kids, but your business leads you off to somewhere else and you fall in love with another person, that's fine and everything. This is what I'm down with. This is who I am. These are my ideologies. This is it. Tell me about yourself. And she told me, well, if I meet a guy like that, that just start talking about his money, I won't be interested. And I'm thinking like, well, other than the money that a black man has, what else are you going to like? His personality, you know, because you still got to talk to him about his personality. You got to do this and that. I said that would be stupid. If a guy comes to you and he tells you everything about you, and then he asks you to tell him about yourself, then you're going to get mad. I said, how else is a man supposed to approach a woman, a black woman, and get her interested? Because none of these women, I don't want a guy who's broke. I don't want this. I want an educated man. But then when the educated came and said, I'm educated, I like you, this is what I want. I got money and I will spend it on you when you make your money. If you want to bounce, then go ahead. But because I know time is short, because at any time, either of them could die. So this brother is serious. He says this, and then she said that, and I just started laughing. And I said, okay, fine, but just because he tells you that, you still have to respond to it. You know, you still have to respond to it. And so she kind of like later changed her thoughts and stuff. And I said, oh, she said, yeah, now that you think about it, that when you said now that you think about it, that would be a good idea. So then I said, but the brother asked you, can you name 10 positive, non-synonymous, 10 positive, non-synonymous adjectives about yourself in 1 minute? And she said, I think I can. I said, okay. So I gave her the 1 minute, and she thinking, and she said a couple of things. She said, but I got to think. I got to think. And I said, well, you felt right there. I said, if a man, because this is what I describe a man. I said, there's adults. Adult, you have a adult female, you have an adult male. The adult male and adult female has nothing to do with the mentality. It's all about um, the um, the maturity of the physical body. A man and a woman is about the maturity of the mind. And if a woman, if a man sees a woman, a female, walks over and break down what he wants for her. And if she's a woman, she'll break down what she wants and she'll take him, because they both know it's all about being mentally mature. He ain't got to go over there and take her out to dinner. All he got to do is say, hey, this is blah, 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 blah. And she'll say, oh, wow, okay, I like that. I've been looking for a guy like you. This is me, blah, 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 blah. And they'll sort out their differences or whatever, do whatever, and they'll get together. They will have no arguments, nothing. Sex will be there. Everything will be there because they're black, and they got that drive and they can be with each other and enjoy each other, and know how to keep the relationship flowing. You got to know how to flowing. In other words, he knows not to bring his business home. She knows not to bring her business home. She knows when every day you wake up, you be appreciative that that person is there. All kinds of things. When the kids come in, of course, it's going to be tough. They understand they tag team and help each other and doing that stuff. And we were just talking about that, and it's just funny. She could name 10 positive adjectives about herself in a minute. She said, "Well, give me 5 or 10 minutes." I'm like, you're going to sit here and tell me that it's going to take you 10 minutes to name 10 positive adjectives about yourself? 10 minutes. I said, nobody, you're not even going to listen to somebody trying to think 10 minutes to do that. Why you think somebody's going to listen to you? I said, what man is going to want you if you can't even name 10 non-synonymous positive adjectives? And I told her I only met 4 people who can do that, and they were all black women. One woman, I was only one woman who asked me, can I do it? Only one of all those people who asked me, she was the only one. And I said, yeah, I gave her my answer. She burst into laughter. She said, oh my God. I'm saying, see, that's simple. It's simple. So, and it was just really interesting. So, this thing about the black man and black woman thing, you guys need to understand, which I need to start making some more videos about this, is that the black man is always going to be at the top when it comes to sexuality. Okay, because he's the black man. And I don't care what everybody else says, even me. If a brother comes, this one brother I met, he's darker than I am. And, he's a little skinny and everything. But if he had muscles, and he's young, I know women gonna go to him because he's darker. Because that darkness is going to pull you in. Everything's attracted to carbon. Carbon is dark, black. Period. Blank. End of story. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? The only thing you can do is make your mind. You can get in your mind. You can whatever. You can make your body do something, but you're not gonna change the laws of nature. Period. Blank. Whatever. Okay. Fine. You don't understand the way till we start getting old. I was talking to homeboy and he was like, wow, I just got so much knowledge because he's 35, but he looked like he's in his 20s. He said, "How old are you?" About 40. I started laughing because I had to tell him. I told him about my daughter. I said, "How do you think I am?" He's like, "Ah," and I told him I was 56. Dude was like, "Oh my God." So I'm 56. Look what I look like. You know what I'm saying? Now I got another friend. He's 56 years old and he's a white dude, and it's a big difference, man. He's a cool dude, but it is a big difference. I met this other white dude from Detroit, 58 years old. Man, I'm talking. And he looks pretty good for his age. But I know for damn sure that when I told him I was 56, he's like, what? You know what I'm saying? So that's it. Black woman be with a black man, a white man, when he gets older, it's going to be that difference. She's still going to be look young. Then another black man come over his age. You know what I'm saying? But another thing is, I'm not saying it's always like that because there are a lot of white people now, white men now, they're starting to exercise and starting to be strong. And the strength, there's an advantage when you're darker and you have that advantage, but you got to know how to create that advantage. You got to know what it is and work on it and build it and stuff like that. But there are a lot of white guys um, who get older and they got these things now where they can just reverse this age thing now, and one day maybe these white dudes gonna figure out how to turn black. Turn black. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Black man, you ain't got your game together. That's it. You're gonna have some serious competition because not only will they be black and looking like us or whatever, but they still got that technology and they got that whatever. And just like Zulus or whatever, those black nations who were dominating other black nations or dominating other nations like um, Morris did because I heard they dominated, North America and all this stuff. Um, you're gonna be just like you back in the hood, and you got them brothers out there that got that muscles, got that firepower, got this, got the brains and everything, and they yoked, and you can't touch them. Ain't nothing what you can do. You can't touch them. And boy, if that day comes, that's it. But anyway, I was talking to the sister about that. You guys have any questions, please let me know. But I was talking to the sister, and I said, what you have to do is you have to change your the status that the white man created, that the black woman is like this thing to be conquered or something like that. But it's not easy to sexually please a black woman. It really isn't because that energy that they have. And we talked about that. I said, you got these sisters, got this energy, but I personally, I think, I think the energy has to be absorbed. And so I go back to the tones. The darker the tone, the more you can absorb. The lighter the tone, maybe your body can't absorb all of that. I'm not sure, but I'm thinking it. So I did tell her, I did say something. The energy that the black woman produce, other men on the earth cannot handle it. They don't know what to do with it. That's why a brother could come along and bam, because we got that energy too, or we can absorb that energy. We can just absorb it, because everything attracts to carbon. Everything gets absorbed. What the Bible says, I was talking to a friend, and I'm not sure if it was maybe my brother, or I'm sure it wasn't a white guy, because usually when I talk to white guys, we do not talk about racism. I think we did with the white dude from Detroit, but I think I started that. But usually I don't talk about that with them. But I think I was talking to my brother or somebody, and whoever is talking to, they always it's always a competition thing. And so I brought up something about black men or something like that, and And then they brought up something about the white man or white power, not white power, but the white man and his strength or whatever, something like that. And I looked at him and I said, from darkness came the light. From darkness came to light. Darkness did not come out of light. Darkness produced the light. And when I said that, just smashed his whole argument. He started laughing and stuff. But I told the sister, I said, listen, what you're gonna have to do is you guys are gonna have to recreate your image. You know, when a white man says that the woman sexually is good, well, is that true or not? Can a white girl outsex you? Can a Japanese woman outsex you? Can it? I mean, the only reason a Japanese woman can outsex his sister is because the sisters not are going to a lot of things that a Japanese woman going to do or other women going to do with a black man. The black woman is going to say no. So that's the only thing. So they can do it, but it's going to be, there's just a lot of them just say no. Well, I mean, it's just according to whoever they with. But so that's the only difference. But I said, I asked her, I said, all that energy you guys produce, do you think a white man can handle it? Do you think a Japanese man can handle it? Do you think these other people can handle it without slapping you or something? She said, no. I said, well, who can handle it? Basically, she said, a black man. I said, okay, so what's the problem with you being a black man? And then, of course, she brought it out. Well, you guys started dating white women, and you hear the same thing. Black women has always traditionally, whatever, dated the black man. And but that's not true because they got white black women who dates um white men too. Even my mom, she passed away and her boyfriend for the pet for the, she had a white boyfriend for 17 years, you know? And so um people do date. Majority of the white women date white men. Majority of Japanese women date Japanese men. Majority of the black women date black men. That's true. Majority of the black men date black women. Majority of everybody date their own. It's not this big mixture and stuff like that. It's not like that. So I just told her, your point I can understand because you want to enjoy the sexual leverages, I guess, that the black man has, or you think he has, or what the image portrays and stuff like that. But I wish I could have remembered that one French painting where they got two white men and a black woman, and it says that a black woman is worth two white men or something like that. In other words, the value of a black woman is so high that one white man can't match it. It has to be two of them. That was really interesting though. And so I said, you guys are going to have to change it. But a lot of black women, when it comes to sex and all that stuff, they don't want to be looked at in some freakish kind of way. But yet, the black man is also viewed in the same freakish kind of way. But and we don't like it. A lot of black men don't like. Well, I mean, some people do, but a lot of them guys know I want to be respected. Hey, what's up? What's up, Marcus? Back in the house. So a lot of brothers don't want to be looked at as some sexual god or something like that. But behind curtains, I'm the man. I'm joking. But anyway, so I told her, that's just the way it is. It's just like that. But what you gonna do to change it? Because the top of the sex thing is going to be now the reason the white man is on top is not because of it. I don't think it's physical. It's just the technology, the finances, and stuff like that. Because I told her if the black man had the technology and the finances, then what? You know what I'm saying? Then she laughed and stuff. So I mean, of course, the white man is going to be on the top because of those things. But without those, I mean, in reality, they're not on top. We're on top. And so it's gonna be black man, black whatever, whatever, whatever. And so she was brought up the white woman and white woman being with black men. And I said, but the white woman, and it's not my words. I mean, everything I'm saying, it's all on YouTube and everything. But I said, but the white man does not respect his woman. She's at the bottom, and if she's able to climb to the top to get the black man, even though the white man says the black man is no good, but she knows her white men aren't no good. And she knows that there's no reason for a black man to be scared of a white man because she knows that a lot of white men are scared of black men. Not saying all, because all white people and all white men, they're not racist or anything. And they don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole bunch of them don't, but a lot of them have to fall in line because those other people might change people on them and stuff. So sometimes you just got to fall in line just for the security and your personal safety and stuff like that. And so I said, if a white woman can be with the top of the chain, she's at the top. She got the best that she's gonna get. She's not gonna leave him. And when I was coming up, when brothers were dating these, it was becoming more and more. Because actually, like I said, I was young, so it will always been happening. But when I became aware of it, and even I was dating white women too when I was 19 and 20 and stuff. And it wasn't because I went to them, because they came to me and stuff. But or somebody introduced me and just things happened. But I remember specifically one come to me, Thai Tibetan woman come to me, and one woman from Persia came to me, and the one from Persia, I didn't do anything with her. The one from Tibet, she wanted to marry me, but I said no, I just went to the military and stuff. But they came to me, I didn't understand all this sexual stuff. But if a white woman is with a white black man who white men even envy, and in the past they keeping a man's penis and all of that stuff and all of that stuff, then she's at the top. Why would she want to go below that? Why would she want to go, below that? So you can't blame her because she's at the bottom. The white woman, as far as sex is concerned, she's at the bottom. Now, the white man glorifies a woman, but I don't think a man from India would look at a white woman and say that she looks better than his woman, or a Japanese woman guy would say that, or this or that, or this or that. Some of them, I know I ain't gonna lie, there's some beautiful white women, but there's some beautiful Indian women. There's some beautiful Chinese women. There's some beautiful all kinds of women from wherever they are, Fiji Islands, Samoa, what's that? I forgot the name of it. Gosh, that one island starts with an S. Malaysia, Thailand, whatever. And these women of color, they got that color, they got those lips. Some got thick lips, whatever. Some got flat butts. Some got whatever. They got that style, they got that rhythm and stuff. And then you got the white woman who is just almost like just plain, it's just there. So I said, so if a white woman can get that black man, of course she's gonna stay with him because she got the top, But black women, and I'm not saying all, but like black women like her, you know, you know what the best is. You know what the best is, but you don't want it because of just some mental thing like, well, I know he's the best, but I'm not going to submit myself to no black man. I'm going to go get me a white man. I'm going to go get me this man. And and I was like, it's your choice. I mean, I'm not saying that that's what she said, but that's just, how I interpret it or how it's interpreted. And I was just telling her that it's okay. It really is nothing wrong because to me, I'm not going to fault you because I already know where the best sex that you're going to get. I already know where you're going to get it from. I already know where you're going to get it from. Okay. If it's just using the sexual body, I already know where you're going to get it from. Period. You know where you're going to get it from. And because it's this submission thing, you know what I'm saying? I haven't even cut my tomato yet. I say it's this submissive thing, and for some reason, it's this thing going around back in 1990s, like I said, where a lot of women were starting to talk about black men, and I mean, I know black women been talking about black men, but it was. it was to the point where they just rejected it. I mean, it was really sad. And and then after YouTube came out a few years later, or almost a decade later, or whatever, then yeah, over a decade later, then YouTube. Then the brothers started. I guess the brothers must, because I've been out of the country, so the brothers got so Asian women are the best lovers. Then nobody can really compete with the Japanese Asian woman. Well, they are the best of the best, best, sir. No, what I said was a black woman who wants to be with a Japanese man is fine. But what she needs to understand is that she's not going to be able to compete sexually with a Japanese woman, because the things that a Japanese woman do to a Japanese man, the black woman is not going to do those things. Sorry, but they are not going. I mean, you might have some that will, you know what I'm saying, but it's the cultural difference. You know, they'll be doing it, and she hi hi hi. She's going screaming and sounding like a cat. Sisters are not. I remember I had this one sister I was with some years ago. Um, Back in Nagoya, we was like doing it, and she started, you know, we were doing it, and she was like doing the same thing Japanese women doing, or like meow, like a cat, like or whatever. It wasn't. It was just a pure. Haven't seen you in a while on YouTube, Raymond Design. Yeah, yeah. I 1 year I missed the New Year's Eve, New Year's party video because I slept and it crushed me. And just because of that, I stopped making it. But yeah, what's up? How you doing, man? Thanks for chiming in. I'm going to try to start making more videos so I get my partnerships right, so I see how much money I can generate and see what's going on. But anyway, she was doing it. She had her legs up like they do, their arms out, and she was doing this Japanese thing. And I looked, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? And she's like, what do you mean? I'm like, you're not Japanese, yeah, but that's the way they do it. I'm like, I'm not Japanese, man. I'm cool. Oh, really? Oh, that's cool. Are you online? If you're online, then hit me up. I'm GS35JPN, GS350JPN. Hit me up online, and we can keep in touch, and I can add you to my new players club. But if I add you, please don't add anyone, because some other guys hijacked my other one. So, but it's cool. Whatever. I don't care. But yeah, hit me up on it if you can. So she was like doing all that stuff the Japanese woman does, and I stopped. I'm like, what are you doing? Stop doing that. It just totally turned me up. Okay, GS350JPN. It's the same as my YouTube channel. Okay, and just hit me up. And I don't know what you're doing in Tokyo, but I want to take a whole day and be able to go to different thank you. I want to be able to go to different what is that thing called? Different places in Japan to teach. So if you're in Tokyo and we can discuss it, I just want to find a room. I can rent for a day, and then I want to go up to Tokyo and teach English, because what I can do now is I guarantee, I promise parents that I could teach a 4-year-old kid in 1 year to take a word like comprehend and say, I comprehend English, or take a word like technical and say, I have technical problem. I won't be that difficult, but I would say not that difficult, not adjectives, but regular verbs or nouns, and they can make their own sentences. And I can do that with 4-year-old kids, and I can do that in 1 year. Um, all kids in elementary school, I can do that in 1 year. I got some awesome things I could do in English. So I want to make some money, and so I just want to go to different cities. So we could talk and just see what's up, and if you could find a room, you know, um, I just need a room. I'm telling you, with the program I have with junior high school kids, I could teach them to speak pretty much whatever they want in 3 months, guaranteed. and I can make. If I do the calculations, I did the calculations. I can make like over one, maybe close to like $1.5 million. So you just teaching by myself. If you can find a room and we can do that, make this money. I don't mind giving you just finding the room, and that's all you need to do. $50,000, $100,000, whatever. Make the money go around. See what happens. So um, that's a I mean, see, you get a room and nice place, and I make a $500,000 and give you $100,000. I mean, that's fucked up. Some people you hook them up and they'll give you nothing, but I don't mind. Because share the wealth. Plus, I get to write all that money off on my taxes. I have to pay a lot of money, so I got to give out a lot of money so I can whatever. But anyway, getting back to the women. So what I told her to stop. I said you're not Japanese, and all that whining and stuff. Like, well, yeah, and it's so fake. I mean, um, it's like when a lot of foreigner women out here put on Japanese women's clothes, and it just don't look right on them because, like I told that sister, the clothes that they make out here for the Japanese clothes, the men and the clothes for the Japanese men and the women, they're designed to fit their body shape. That's why it looks so good on them. But our clothes are not designed to fit our body shape, unless it was really tailor made. But because the Japanese body, almost all of them have the same make, so they can tailor make it. But foreigners, we all different size, so our clothes is just hangs. It doesn't fit. It's just hangs. But their clothes fit, and then the way these women dress, the when they had the high heels, they got a certain way they walk and a certain style, and make them look like you in a fashion show. And you go to Nagoya, in what's that called? Sakai on the street called Otsudori. You see all kinds of fashion there. And you see these foreign women. I done seen some foreign women dress up in these Japanese clothes, and I was with some friends. We're like, oh my God, they look terrible. They need to go home, put their jeans or they jogging pants on because they look a whole lot better. I mean, gosh, when you come out here and you see this, it's a trip, unless they, I mean, because how many women in the United States actually look good with the American clothes they have on? 5 times estate agents do rent also small rooms for short stays also. Okay, I don't need a room to live. I just want a room for one day to teach out of. Okay, so I don't know how much they pay for a whole day. Um, $30. I need it for a whole day, you know, on maybe from the afternoon or whatever. Because like where I pay rent is expensive, but it's like $28 a day if I break it down in 30 months. I mean, at 30 days. So I don't need a room because basically what I'll do is I'll just travel from where I live at, get on the train in the morning, go up there, teach at night. Um, of course, I'll finish late, so I'll just probably hit up a club, hub where you can hang out and you can show me Tokyo or whatever, and I could pick up like 10 girls from us and we can go and rent out a nice luxury 5-star suite and go back and, just have a sit down and chat and have a normal business conversation with 10 Japanese women, no drinking, no sex, no nothing. I'm joking, just, you could do that, but I'm sure you have that kind of fun too. So basically, that's all I mean, because I want to jump. And basically, what it is if I can do that, I'll tell you later because I don't want to tell too much on here. But it's a way to generate even a lot of money. I should go. I want. Oh, okay, okay. Thank you for the information and all the advice you've given me. Okay, okay, cool. Thank you, Ronald. Okay. Okay, Carl McDaniel. Yeah, you too. Hit me up on Line. It's an app, and my what you call this the same as my idea is the same as my YouTube channel and stuff. Oh gosh, maybe I need to go do that. Hurry up. Okay, so anyway, like I was saying, when I was talking to her, basically, and so that one sis, she was acting Japanese, and I told her, no, don't do that. The women out here dress. I mean, just think about it. for those guys who've been out here and seen how the Japanese women dress when they dress nice, and then you go back home and you look at your women from your country when they dress, can you see the difference? Can you really see? I mean, yeah, of course, we got women got the clothes that just tighten on it and all that, but there's just something different, that just make these women out here just a little bit higher, on them, just a little bit. I won't say a little bit, a lot of it higher, because you see them women that go to those Oscars and stuff, and they be dressing like that, you know. But in Japan, well, I mean, not because of the everything's all messed up, but like before everything started getting messed up, when people were actually dressing up, I mean, you would see that every day. Like, whoa, whoa, So it really is a difference. But like I said, I'm finished up with the sister though. Basically, from talking to her, you know, um, I think the biggest problem, that I see with her is that maybe women, black women, are in this competition with black men to be the number one, to be number one, and sexually or whatever. But I told her, sorry, that's not going to happen. In basic nature of things, no, sorry, no, it's not going to happen. Whoever the creator is didn't create it for it to be like that. I'm not saying the creator made it so that black men can dominate over the woman, tell the woman what to do. But like I told her, we were sitting on the bench, and I understood what she said, but I said, she's smaller than I am. And I said, if I didn't do this. I'm just sitting because we're like kind of sitting far apart and stuff. And I looked at her and I said, if I grabbed you right now, what could you do? And she straight up said nothing. And it was funny too, because I told her to stand up without thinking about it. And as she stood up, she said, I wonder why you're telling me to stand up. Are you going to steal my purse? And I'm like, and that's when she said that. That's when I thought about giving her that $50 and said, "Here, just give $50. I don't need your money. I'm gonna steal your purse or what?" But I did give her $50. That was true. But but I told her, "What can you do?" She said nothing. I said exactly, and I said, "But there's guys who's 6'4". I'm like 6'2". There's guys 6'4", 6'6", a 6'8" dude. If he got muscles, he come over here and grab me. It ain't gonna be nothing I can do unless I got the super mass power. But I mean, that's like me grabbing her. It's like me grabbing my daughter. Even though my daughter probably stronger than her, but I can hold my daughter. I can wrestle my daughter to the ground and hold her there. You know, my son, he's bigger than me. I mean, taller than me. He's not bigger than me. He's not stronger than me. But I can wrestle him down. My wife, I can wrestle her down. But somebody that got muscles, or now I'm not saying they got to be buff, but there's this one exercise thing I thought of. I need to figure out um how to monetize that, because it can actually help older people get strong too. I mean, it don't matter. It just help you get your muscles back and stuff. But kind of remind me of this Japanese man. I mean, he was 65 years old, looked really cool, but he was like, flex my muscles, man. Dude, muscles hard as a rock. And I mean, his stomach muscles like boom, 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 boom. You touch it, it was like muscle. We in the Starbucks, and he like, we were talking to something, touch my muscle. I'm like, no, I ain't touch. I'm like, oh, the fuck, so I need to exercise. But basically, I said, if somebody's 6'6" and they in shape and they got muscles and they grab me, I wouldn't be able to do anything. I would not be able to do anything. If they like Shaq, you know what I'm saying? Or what's his name? LeBron, or who else? I don't know. I forget who's playing basketball. Or these football players or these wrestlers. If they were to grab me, I wouldn't be able to do anything. And so I told her, it's not a matter of being strength, because the bigger somebody is, the taller somebody is, if they work out, the chances are that they're going to be able to defeat you. That's just the law. That's like a lion running up on a a leopard. You know what I'm saying? Or a I don't know, what's the things called? Uh, a grizzly running up on, I don't know, a gazelle or something, a full grown gazelle. You know, it's that strength, pure strength versus pure strength. And the one that got the most power is the one that's going to be dominant. Dominant. So I told her, you're playing in a game where you want to be number one in a different category. And it's not going to be, you want to be number one in a different category where that number one's position is higher than your number one position. That's the problem with what black women and black men are having right now. The black woman understands her purpose on this earth, and she wants to be number one. Okay, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's not. I'm not saying that she doesn't want to be respected. It has nothing to be with being respected, because everybody wants to be respected, but we can all be respected on the same level. However, when you're talking about the sexes, then it's going to be one up because of the strength that the black man has over the black woman. Now, maybe if you got a woman that's 6'9" and she yoked, and a brother that's 6'9" and he yoked, you know what I'm saying? And they both can exercise based on the physical, there's no way that she's going to get bigger than him based on what the studies say. But I know there's some women that are 6'9", that's strong, and they'll slap the shit out of a dude that's 6'4" and probably knock him the fuck out. And then he come out and she probably strong enough to hold him down. And if he's 5 foot, if he's six, my height, she's 6'9", and my height, that's like, I might be her son, and she might be strong. She can hold me down. You know what I'm saying? So what I basically what the problem is, I think, is just, you know, it's a battle of strength, but they want to mix. They're trying to mix the categories. You not can't mix a female and a male. You can't mix them like that. The male more than likely is always going to be on top. Okay, because of just the physical muscles that they have more than the women. Okay, but the black woman is always going to be at the top of her game because she is the original. Okay, and the black man is the original, and the originals can create other originals or whatever depending on the foods or the sickness and everything else. But you can't get, the light will never be able to create darkness, but darkness can always create the light. And that's just, that's talking to her is what revealed to me. So I told her, listen, its strength is like this. You're already at the top, but your strength is like this. And that's just it. You're trying to get someone better than the black man because for some reason you're mad at the black man, but you're not going to be able to find someone of another, I guess, I don't like to use the word race, but I guess I'll just say race. That's going to be better than, more compatible than the one that you're with. Because even if a brother is mixing with a white woman, she only going to be able to please him so much. And if she's the type of white woman who has to please her man for the purpose of keeping him, you know what I'm saying? That's a whole different story. Or if you got a Japanese woman who has to please a black man for the purpose of keeping, that's the whole thing, So, I mean, because you even got Japanese women who are beautiful, and they would date Japanese husbands who are handsome, but nothing's going on. So, basically, from what I'm after some stuff. Uh, Basically, from what I've seen, is that the problem based on her, and she's a first generation uh, black woman from another country in Caribbean, and I think she said her mother came here, whatever. So she really don't have that history that a black woman whose parents were black and all this stuff in the past here. But just based on, and then she wasn't even talking about, she was talking about her friends and stuff, right, too. But from basically, and what she was saying in her country, her parents or her mom and whatever in their country, they had these same problems with black men too. Is that you're trying to you're looking at what's available to the black man as far as sexual um, purposes. I'm not saying that black men just go to them because sometimes the women come to the black man, but you got this mutual thing, and it's always the woman. I want to be with the black man because the black man is big and got this, and it's exciting. But you have to understand that when a man comes to the black woman, he's doing the same thing, but the white man had turned it into something that's disrespectful because of the advantages he was able to take over the black woman during slavery, you know, then it turned the black woman into something that she want that she isn't, some monster or something to be conquered or something. But the black woman needs to understand, even though that's there, still those ideologies or those thoughts are there to make it even more exciting for someone to be with a black woman. But if they disrespect you, then that's a different thing. So I was talking to a sister out in Nagoya who was dating some dude from the Middle East. And I guess she was in love with him, and instead of just being black, she submitted to him. And I guess maybe in their culture they disrespect. They didn't want him to say he was saying he was slapping her, and she was taking that. And I'm listening. I'm like, if a black dude would have slapped you in the States, what would you do? I'd shoot him. I'm like, well, why didn't you shoot this dude? Well, and I'm saying, well, you don't. How can you say that? You don't go down to their level. What was the point? Because I know for a fact that when this dude was with that woman, then the only thing he was probably thinking is probably he didn't like it was because he's saying, I am not a black man, and I don't know if I can satisfy her as much as a black man can. And more than likely, he probably wasn't as big as quote unquote the white man say the black man is, or the black man are, or whatever. And there was just these insecurity things about him. And so he had to unleash on her. Basically, he was probably saying, why are you with me? You know, I am not capable of pleasing you the way a black man. And so I'm doing the best I can, but I know for a fact that I'm not pleasing you. And you faking the funk. And it's just insulting him. So and I was like, wow, And that's this actually that was the first sister that I met who was dating someone outside of her race who was dealing with the physical abuse that she wouldn't deal with. And if it was with a black man, just like in Japan, these brothers still put up with these physical, not only physical and verbal abuse, but also the sexual. Um, I forgot what the word starts with a D, but the sexual, um, or the sexless marriages, that these guys deal with these women. And I'm saying, like, if you was with a sister, would you do that? They like, hell no. If you tell a sister, if you was with a brother, would you do? Then why not? So I think what's happening is it's going to come a time where these sisters are going to realize that, hey, as much as we hate it, you know, we wish we could be men, whatever, but there's not, no one's going to be able to make love to me the way the person of my own culture looks or whatever. And so, her, and like I said in my videos, if you guys watch them, even though I made those Do You Love Black Men videos, those were just trying to get people, brothers, to get out and travel because the world doesn't hate us. Love doesn't mean sex. Okay. And but I have said in some of my videos, I do not I do not, what's that word? I do not, uh, what's that word? Gosh, not condone. I do not advocate. I do not advocate intercultural relationships. If you want to ask me who I think you should marry, then I think you should marry someone who looks like your mom or who looks like your dad, unless they're bad people. And the reason I say that is because those people who look like your mom, even if she's black and mixed, Japanese and Chinese, whatever, then that's the type of man you go for, you know. And so that's why I said to the guy, you should marry the one who look like your mom because that's what you are familiar with. And that's probably what you are or whatever. Because if you gotta go into a different route, thank you, viewers. Chime in if you can. If you go into another route, then the chances of you um, finding someone that's going to please you sexually, emotionally, and all that stuff, it might be difficult because you're diving into a new range or into a new area that you're not familiar with. And it might take you the rest of your life just to even comprehend a little bit of the culture and stuff. Um, so the black man and the black man and the black woman's problem, just by I'm talking to her, it's just a matter of um, black women just want to be number one in the same category that the black man is in. They want to jump over into the male category and be number one. That's not going to happen. And the black man problem with the black woman is probably their one. They want the black woman to make love to them, quote unquote, like maybe a Japanese woman or white woman do. But the difference is that the black woman knows you, and to be with you is not an advantage for her. It's normal for her. For a white woman to be with a black man, it's an advantage. There's a level up. A Japanese woman, there's a level up. All these other women, there is a level up. And so they are feeling good because they are gaining. But the black man is not going to gain from a woman who is not going to be able to, not even just physically match the black woman. I mean, you look on YouTube and you see them women, you got some women now, they got the big butts and everything. But when you get on there, you see them light skinned sisters, those red bone sisters, those brown skinned sisters, and those black chocolate on purple looking women and stuff like that. And then you look at those other women, it don't matter. It's not going to be the same because that 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 those rates of change, the color, the lips, just because we know what it means to be black. You know what I'm saying? We know what it means to be black. It's just like heavenly, and there's nothing above us other than God. And we all know that. And when we look at these women as a black man, what are you going to gain by dating another woman who looks up to the black woman? That's what it is. That's what we need to understand. And then once we understand, not saying that we can't, because you can date whoever you want, you can adjust whatever. But to stop this argument that we're having, we need to understand that, or what black woman needs to understand that the black man is at the top of the sexual and all that chain. Okay, because you got these. Everybody want to be black, tan, and all this stuff, and you can see it. Okay, because the lighter you are, if you the less melon you are, you're getting old. So now they got to create this stuff to make you stay young. And I'm not saying that they can't, because it could be in nature where you can naturally stay young or whatever. But I'm 56. How old do I look? with my haircut and everything. Some people say I look 40. If I get skinny, then of course I'll be, thinner and stuff. So I'm gonna start losing weight, and I'm gonna see if I can pass this 30. You know what I'm saying? I'm really gonna see if I can pass the 30. I think I can. Yes, bro. What's up, man? Long time no see. How is the International Players Club? Is you still here? Yep. I started a new channel. Hey, is Ray Raging in that the Players International Club? Is he in that club? Let me know if you don't mind telling me. But anyway, so the point between a black man and a black woman is there's not a respect there. Or maybe it's not that it's not a respect, but maybe we're not noticing. And I'm gonna say it one more time, then I'm finishing. The black man is at the top of the sexual chain because of the penis and this and that and whatever. Okay. The black woman is at the top because of her beauty, her style, her color, her butt, her lips, everything is at the top. Period. That's it. Okay. Because if they were the first people and everybody come from, then fine. Then you have the white man. And you have a lot of white people. I won't say a lot. I'll say a few black white people who seem to be their voice seems to be the majority heard. Is they got this quote unquote what I've read this penis envy, but it's not only penis. They don't have it. All these other men have this penis envy stuff. I even was in Hawaii, and these brothers they Samoan, they black just like I am, right? They brothers and everything. But when I went to the gym, I was playing basketball at University of Hawaii in the gym, and the door shut open and closed. It was like six Samoans. Them dudes were tall. I mean, they were the football players too. So I'm talking about arms. Um, I'm not in that club. I'm not in the players club. I got a new one, but I'm not in that one. And so, and plus the new one, I only have 22 people. It's not much going on. It really isn't. But anyway, and I have to think about it. It's like their arms like that big, and the shortest one was 6'4". So they ran over to me and said, "Why you black dudes taking our women?" I'm like, God damn it! I just been here for 2 weeks. I'm surrounded by six Samoans. Cause man, please. We've been going back for this 10 years, man. Come on. Anyway, if you want to know, because the last time we was in the Players Club, you said some rude stuff to me. And you always saying some crazy stuff to me, and I still letting you in. So now I got kicked out, and you guys, I'm sure, in the Players International Club, and people are still calling me, and I'm like, you guys got hang out there with Fabian and all them guys. Why do you guys need to contact me? I don't understand because all I did was just tell you how to get women. I mean, not tell you how to get women, but tell you to travel and talk to women and get your money up. You guys did that, and then in the group, she talking shit, and then I get kicked out of my own group, and so I started something else. And then I said, okay, well, you guys go on and be with them guys because you guys are cool and everything, and it's fine and everything. And then for some reason, some people contact me and say what's going on, and I'm like, why are you guys contacting me? I don't understand because when I'm in a group with the rest of you guys, every time I say something, Ralph think he knows everything. No, I don't know everything. I'm only repeating what I read. The ABCs is something I read. I'm repeating it. 1+1=2 is nothing I created. I'm repeating it. Do you love black men? It's not a terminology I created. It's something that I learned and just repeating it. Go to school, and this is how you graduate from college. It's nothing. You know, it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? That I did not create. In my videos, I have not, for any of you guys who said my videos helped you raise up in life, and I've said this in a lot of my videos, I did not tell you anything different than what your parents, your guardians, the gangbangers, the winos, the successful people in life told you what to do. The only thing I did was attach a picture of a pretty Japanese woman, and that made all these guys go do it. They've been told years ago. So I don't understand. We go in the Players Club. For some people, some reason, some people come in there thinking I know things and I know everything. I'm 56 years old. I understand a lot of things because I paid attention. My life was easy because I listened to my adults. I listened to my friends' parents. I listened to all those white rich friends' parents too. And they said, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this, and to make your life easier. And I said, cool. And I did it. Bam. I'm here. I'm not better than you. You got a degree. You got a degree. You got a good job and everything. What do you need me for? You know what I'm saying? If we were to be, you got a degree. I don't have a degree. You have a career. I don't have a career. You got more money than me. I got less money than you. Um, you know, what else? I mean, you probably got a better car. You probably got your own house. I don't have my own. This ain't my house. My wife's house. I got a car. It's all paid for and everything. But it's like what, 16 years, 14, 16 years old or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's still in good condition. I'm not gonna sell it. But you know, I'm just like that teacher, like kindergarten teacher who taught you the basics and then you moved on and never went back and thanked that teacher. Well, treat me like that, okay? And just move on, go on about your business because we've been through this. I'm gonna let you in, and you still got all these fighting and stuff. Grown ass man fighting over something stupid, you know. Like I just put a video out there. Hey, black man, Japanese women love you. Travel the world, get out of the United States, get a degree, and that's it. That's all my videos were about. I wasn't expecting no one to call me. I wasn't expecting anything. Just go out there, get your degree, get your money, travel, and that's it. And that's all. And I was good, you know, until you guys start contacting me, and I'm like, "What is this?" And I was like, "Oh God," but I can't finish, you know. So you want to be in the Clearest Club? Fine, I understand that. But I've been thinking for a long time who to add and who not to add, you know. But every time I add you, all this fighting going on. So why should I add you again? You know what I'm saying? If you want to talk, then you can call me personally. But anyway, sorry about that little rant. Not a rant, but like I said, I need to make a video about the Players Cup 10 years, boy. It's a whole bunch of stuff going on in there. But anyway, the problem with the black man and the black woman is we need to understand that we're both at the top of our um, sectors or the groups that we're in. We're at the top. And um, it makes no sense just because a white woman who the jealous woman might be angry about is trying to get the black man who she feels is on a higher sexual level than her white man doesn't that's fine, that's her. But why would a black woman who's at the top of her game sexually is going to go and get, it's like going and be with someone who's not going to perform, quote unquote, based on what the world says at the same level that the black man. Well, if a white woman come to us and treat us nice, are we happy? Ah, well, she came to you and make you happy, so I'm gonna go to the white man or the Chinese man or the Japanese man or this man, this man, this man, this man, and make them happy. But you got to remember, if you go by religion, Bible, whatever, the black man was first, then the woman. Then it was black, 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 and then somebody later came along and came along and came along and came along and came along. But remember, the woman chooses the man. The man does not choose the woman. I want to be with a woman, but she has to say yes. The reason I've had a lot of women in my life is because when they come and chose me, I didn't say no. That's the only reason I didn't say no. I know my game. My game is just to be there because women are going to come to me. And I know that for a fact. Now, they might not come every day, but I remember in Nagoya, I'll go out on Sakai every day, at least 3 to 4 women came and talked to me. So I know if I want to get a woman, I don't have to change them, chase them. I'll come out there, stand there, and just wait, and somebody come up and talk. And if they present themselves the way I want, then I'll entertain them the way they want. Then we have a little thing and go on, But first 2 years, like I said, 2,000 women came to me. No, because I was still in my American mode. Then my wife started fucking around, and I said, okay, fine, whatever, you know. But if a black woman stands out there and a guy comes up to her or any woman, and then they say, well, if I go with him, I'm going to look like whatever. But how is it that if a guy come to you and and pick you up, well, no, it's the other way. So they saying like, well, I'm not going to go to the guy. The guy it's gonna come to me. I guess that's what the way women are. And the guys come to guys got to go chase the women because it's look quote unquote more respectful. But I understand that hey, you go in this direction, everybody else is going this direction, and you got all these other people that's behind you that's like this, uh-huh, like this. This is you got all these people going behind you, and you passing. You know how hard it is to try to stop a woman that's passing a Mac to you? Just stand still in one spot. You got the woman coming this way, you got the woman coming that way. You will meet more women standing in one spot. And all you got to do is they say hi. Some will smile because they busy. Oh, you handsome, hey, whatever. Hi, hi, hi. And that's it. And just be nice. It's a regular smile, hi. And one person probably come and couple of days later, people start slipping their number. Hey, let me get a card. What's your name? Let me get your number real quick. Blah 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 blah. Because they see their interest. Because you're there. You know, being there. I made a video called "Being There." My friend and I think Star Wars combo number 2, Ron, just being there. But you just gotta know how to do it. So the black woman, if a white woman go to the black man, that's because she, quote unquote, as society says, she's going to something. It's an improvement for her. But if a black woman go to a white man, it's not, quote unquote, what they're saying. It's not an improvement for her. Now, if she want to go with him and be with him and she's happy, that's fine. But I'm just talking about what society says. But I think it's a war. Well, you want to be with this person, so I'm going to go with this person because I can prove that I can be better with this person. This person is just saying, "Well, I'm going to do this because you, so I'm going to do this." And it's never a this. It's never this. It's always this between a black man and a black woman. It's always they going down when they can just be together because, like I said, there ain't no white woman, ain't no Chinese woman, ain't no non-Japanese woman that's going to be able to make love or sexually please a Japanese man like a Japanese woman do. I'm sorry, but from all the mixed marriages, interracial marriages, married to a Japanese woman, these Japanese women, I mean, these black women I hear, yeah, I'm with this Japanese man, but he's not exciting. We don't do anything, and she's just happy with this kind of so-called sexless marriage. Um, the white woman complains too. I don't know about the Chinese woman, whatever, but I'm sure it's the same. But when that Japanese woman pop on the scene and in the bed with that Japanese man, these women, boy, they at it. And then that's why these Japanese dudes giving these girls all this money because they making these guys happy. But I don't know. And then guys, of course, they go to Hawaii, whatever, doing whatever, because a lot of them cannot get a girl or whatever. They just got this fantasy and stuff, whatever. But maybe I need to do something. But like I said, it's this thing. This is competition. Sorry, but you're too different. You're going to be like this. And um, you can psych yourself out all you want. When I was with my Japanese woman, even my Japanese wife now, my past girlfriends, you know, I didn't have to please them, because I know they come to me and they come to me, whatever. Maybe they do want to go to America, but I do know what else I got. Thanks for the thumbs up. I do know what they got that they want, and especially when you come to Japan, you're a black man, a woman coming to me, she's fine as hell. And goddamn well, you will never get a woman like that in the States. Never. She is fine. I know a lot of brothers come out here, they will never get them a fine ass woman in the States. Sorry, not of good quality. Not only say not of good quality, but of a financial status and stuff like some of these women have. Some of these guys come out here, Africa, wherever country, England, these white guys, when guys from Canada, Mexico, whatever, come out here knowing damn well they're not gonna be with no fine woman unless they got money. And that's probably the only reason they're gonna get that fine woman is because of money. It's not gonna be their looks. But they come out here looking toe up, and these women come to them and then whip the sex on them like crazy, and these guys fall in love, and that's it. They're not gonna get that back in their home country. Sorry, but it's true. Okay, I'm not the most handsome man, but I know if I go back to LA, I know women gonna come to me. So I ain't even worried about I go anywhere where I know they're gonna come to me. And they come and everything. I'm like, yo, let's just have a conversation. No, no, because I know they got that crap in their head. And I don't want to take advantage of it because even though they doing all this stuff, she's doing this and stuff, but it's not it's not the same as holding a black woman. It's not the same as kissing a black woman. You know, 56, yo, 56 years. Yep, I'm 56 years old. That's why I don't argue with you guys, in the group. Y'all kids to me. But anyway, no, I'm joking. But yeah, I'm 56. But what I'm saying is, um, I'll hold my wife, you know, we making love, but it's, she do things, but it's just different kissing the lips, you know. I know she probably enjoy kissing. I mean, now you got some Japanese women out here that got some thick lips, and boy, it's fun kissing them. You know, I ain't gonna lie, but and they might have big chests and everything, but if they don't have that a butt like mine, it's like, you know what I'm saying, and if you hold them, you know, sometimes it might be too cold or uh, I don't know. It's always something. So when I was this one sister, couple of sisters I've been with, it was like we were dancing together. You know what I'm saying? It's like dancing. So, like I said, what you guys need to do when you talk to sisters and they start talking that crap, say, listen, you at the top, I'm at the top. And the only thing is you think I'm happy being with a white woman because she comes to me, you know, and that's not the case. I'm with the white woman because she's the only one who came to me. She came to me and said, "Hey, you be with me, and I'll be your queen forever, for life. And everything you want, I will do. I will not question you because she knows that the black man, I mean, quote unquote, is gonna treat her good. She's gonna be king good as long as she treat her good. But the same thing can happen to the black man and the black woman. But we grew up in this confrontational relationships with the mother and father. And just like a white man, the woman gets upset. And if he can't absorb that anger, that whatever she's doing, and if something she says reflects at him, boom, So anyway, I got to sleep. Hopefully, I tried to explain everything. But if you got any questions, let me know. But before I tune out, but what I'm saying is that the black man and the black woman, we're at the top of our game. Okay. Okay. The only problem that we have is when it comes to technology, we're at the bottom. At the bottom. Okay. We're at the bottom. All this writing and stuff's going on, and I can understand that, but we're gonna have to start finding a better way to write it. Maybe go on Twitter, go on YouTube, start writing posters, start, whatever. Because whenever we write, I don't even say write because I wouldn't even go out there and do that. But whenever black people writing, you got these other people coming in there, just like what happened in I don't know if it was Ferguson or where them kids got blocked off by the cops and they wouldn't let them go home and stuff. And that one lady got in trouble for slapping her son on TV. I forgot what it was at. But whenever we write, we might start off peacefully, but you got these other people, including other black people, might come in and destroy things and stuff. So we're gonna have to learn how to make our voices sound heard without um, putting ourselves in areas where other people can go in, destroy things, and then we get blamed for it. But luckily, people have cameras show the cop. I guess it was one cop starting a fire and breaking out the window, and these white women doing this and stuff, And now they got videos, what's going on and stuff. But I think we're going to have to start taking responsibilities on ourselves and try to see if we can reduce some of the uh, circumstances in our neighborhoods that causes some of the problems that we have. And I know there's a lot of cops out there, but I think what the number one thing we should do is or you guys should do out there is understand the laws that the cops supposed to know, and then go down to your city council, whatever, go to the police station in groups and demand that the chief and the police union and all these people demand those police officers to know what the laws are. Because you watching TV and if a cop stops you, and if the law is if you are doing a crime, if you're doing a crime and if you're not, if the law is you only got to show your ID if you are caught doing a crime. If you're not caught doing a crime and they just stop you and ask for your ID and they know you don't have to produce it, but they don't know that because you can watch TV. Well, I give you a lawful order. No, it's not a lawful order. Then it's our responsibility to go down there and make sure they know the laws. It's not their responsibilities because they got more power. So, in other words, we got to go and make them more accountable for what they're doing. But you got to do it in such a way where they can't come back and you get in trouble. So you got to figure out a way to be have tech, but also be smart about it because now they're defunding the police stations and stuff like that or whatever. Some places cops are calling in sick because they don't know what to do because if they do something, they get in trouble and lose their job or whatever. So it's this big thing. So um, and we have an opportunity right now to really fix a lot of stuff. But like I said, our biggest problem is not the police. Okay, it's not drugs. It's not unemployment. It's not that. Our biggest problem is lack of education. No, it's not even that. It's lack of superior technology, which is caused by the lack of education to create superior technology. Because the second that the white man's power in the United States decreases to a threshold where any of these other countries could come in and they think they have a chance to destroy the United States. Not even destroy the United States, but yeah, destroy the United States or get rid of the white man's power, then what is the black man gonna do? What is the black man gonna do? Because they're saying like Latinos are getting big, but the Latinos, if they were able, let's say like other countries here, the white man loses power, then who's going to be next to take over or whatever? Because people are not going to stick together as Latino or Caribbeans. They're all fighting each other too. And the only, and even white people, they fighting each other. They together because whatever, but they're still divided. Europe, Italians, and this, and in Europe, they go back to Europe. They still clashing. They still got this power. The only people who really are one are the black people in the United States, and because we are a big group, we are pretty much one, a unity. Then, because the white people, they all spread it, broke apart in their European countries, then it would be reduced. Well, how many? Latinos to how many? Asians to how many groups would it would be? So, but we blacks, non-Caribbean blacks, non-Canadian blacks, and all that stuff that's in America, we are a big unit. And what are we going to do? Because we really don't have any conflict with each other than just silly stuff. It's nothing political. Okay. So, what are we going to do? This technology stuff is important because we did create a lot of technology in the United States. Of course, white people did and other people did too, but we did create a lot, and that uh, that ability is in each of us. I mean, I was just messing around one day, taught my daughter add, multiply, subtraction, division, little algebra, little trigonometry, a little calculus, how to use a dictionary. Bam, all in 6 months. It just popped in my mind. Then I'm teaching English one day, it popped in my mind, teach 3-year-old kids how to multiply and divide. Less than 10 minutes. Guaranteed. Probably any kid can do it. Less than 10 minutes. Bam. You know what I'm saying? I'm a crosswalk. Sometimes we do this cross guard thing out here, and kids walk by, and um, if they stop waiting for a car, I teach them exponents 5 times, 5 squared, 5 this, 5 that. And I tell them, what does it mean? And they catch on just like that, just standing there for like 30 seconds and stuff. So our problem is not the white man. It never was the white man. And starting my video part one, the reason black people were enslaved is very important. We understand that we were enslaved by white people because of black on black crime, period, that happened in Spain. Had that never happened, the United States would have never been here, period. That's a direct correlation. What that black on black crime within a royal family that was ruling Spain, that fighting that happened, that war that was started by the younger brother, is a direct correlation to where we are now and what the world looks like now. Okay. So we have to start studying. Sorry, even me, you know, sure, I can teach kids 3 years old how to multiply and divide. Take 10 minutes, they can go do it, but I can't make this. I don't know how to make this plaster. I don't even know how they I mean, I can guess how they got the wire in here, but I don't know how they created the wire. I mean, it's all on YouTube. All we gotta do is listen to it. And like one dude said, we lack knowledge, but a kid can recite everything that Tupac said, you know, in his songs. But like I said, the reason they can do it is because Tupac spoke the language that those kids speak. Now, if those kids knew lawyer language, then they would be able to recite, you know, whatever. So it's just a simple process of just studying. And it's my last question. After this, it's 2:33. So, oh wait, hold on. I gotta go do something. Hold on. Let's see. Yeah, hold on 1 second. You gotta give me about 3 or 4 minutes. Hold on.
it should be off. And I know these iPhones are so sensitive, they understand everything. Gosh, I'm sorry. Hello?
I'm back. Can you guys hear me? Two people, but I'm grateful. Well, hopefully you guys can hear me. Wait, let me check. Oh, so this is my last. I'm live. I'm back again. Okay, so this is my last question, and if you can't answer this question, okay. So remember, mathematics is all about. I hope he easy on me because I got to tell him what it means. But anyway, my last question is, what was it? For $5, what was I going to do? Last question was ah, hey, what's up? 3 people in the house. This is my last question. You got 1 minute. 1 minute. If you guess it, I will give you $5. You can send a request for $5 to PayPal. My PayPal. Oh, I wonder. My PayPal Du Duncans DUNCANSJPN@yahoo.com. Okay, and then you can send what you call, that's my email address. Send a request $5 if you can answer this question. You got 1 minute. I will press this when I finish asking the question. The question is, what does the word study mean? If you guys want to participate, but only for those who are here live. $5. Sorry, I wish I had the money so I could be like those guys who are giving people $100 for playing basketball and stuff. You know, there was a time too, I believe. In America, they actually consider paying kids to do well in school. But I'm telling you, it is smart because, you know, that would be a smart thing to do because we actually need that. I wonder who's in. Who's in? Who are the 3 people? Chime in. Let me know. Analyze a particular thing or subject. Okay, good. I got one answer coming in. Anyone else? Anyone else from Carl McDaniel? Uh-oh. No. I wonder why this is so low. Huh. Wow. Somebody dropped my iPad. I wonder who been messing with my iPad. Okay, so the answer is, ta-da! Sorry, but you don't get it. Is to gain information. And when I finish with this, I'm done. I asked my son, do you know what the word, do you like to study? He said, no. And I said, do you like to gain information? He said, yes. Then I said, but you don't like to study? He said, no. I said, but you got to wait. No, I didn't say that. I said, do you like to study? He said, no. And I said, so you don't like to study? He said, no. I said, if someone was to ask someone, do you like to gain information? And that person said, no, what would you think of that person? And my son said, oh, I would think that person is an idiot, is stupid for not wanting to gain information. So then I asked him again. I said, so do you know what the word study means? Do you like to study? He said, no. I said, but do you like to gain information? And of course, because he already said that anyone who says they don't like to gain information is an idiot, his words, he said, yes, I like to gain information. So I said, do you know what the word study means? And he was like, no. So I told him to look it up in the dictionary. The word study means to gain information. And when he read it, he was like, oh my God, can you hear me, please? Hopefully you can hear me because it says it's connected. But anyway, he said, um, when he got the definition, then he said, oh my God. Then I asked him, do you like to study? He said, no. I said, but you like to gain information. He said, okay, thank you, Carl. He said, yes, I like to gain information. I said, but studying and gaining information are the same. He said, yeah, but I don't like studying. I said, that's the problem. Kids don't know, adults don't know what the word study means. And if you don't know what the word study means, of course you're not going to like the word because nobody likes the word study, but everyone likes to gain information. Hey, poor people in the house. So the problem in the black community is people don't like to study. But I think the biggest problem is people don't know that the word study, and I'll say it again. A lot of people in the black neighborhood do not like to study, but people in the black neighborhood do like to gain information. But the thing is, people in the black neighborhood don't know that the definition of the word study means to gain information. Thanks for the thumbs up. It means to gain information. Do you like to study? No. So you're saying you don't like to gain information? No, I didn't say I didn't like to gain information. I said I don't like to study. Okay, here's the dictionary. Look up the word study. They look it up. It says to gain information. Bam, they stuck. So what I do for my son, I tell him to study. I said, go gain some information. He can't cry or nothing. So that's the end of my this thing, my live show, because I got to eat some food and go to bed. And I hope you enjoyed it and stay up. Thanks for your views. I think this is still Carl and whoever else. I am done. I got to go. And and one thing too is I got this SoftBank, and so now, hello, we got this SoftBank, so we get you're welcome. You got 50 gigabytes a month. So what I want to start doing is start going live outside. So it's like when I'm going on a train, just it's an hour ride, so just film outside for the whole hour for the whole train ride, and see how much gigabytes will be used in a month, you know. So I want to start doing, live stuff like that. And now that I got Tuesdays open, so I'm probably head up to Osaka looking for a new room and stuff so I can teach and just talk to people and stuff, and get some interviews with the women and just enjoy life more. Okay, so that's it. I gotta go. It's like two something. Actually, it's not that late because lately I've been going to bed at 4:30 and 5:30. I don't know why, but anyway, it was a pleasure. And by next week, Monday, I'm going to make an official plan to go live more. I really don't know what to talk about, so you guys really need to tell me because I just talk about things like I'm a peaceful person, so I talk about things that a lot of people don't like to talk about, so or yeah, stuff like that. So you guys got to let me know. But anyway, I'm gone. Thanks for the three extra people who just popped in. Um, talk to you later. Peace.